Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Music quit. I'm sorry. What is going on? Oh, man. Still trying to get over this funk, man. I'm tired of being sick. It's not fun. I hope you guys are doing well, though. See what we get done today. Try to get some V Rising in. Obviously we'll do the news, and yeah, we'll see what we get done, man. I worked a lot yesterday. I slept a lot, but I got up and did some work yesterday, and finally got some of the things done that I wanted to have done for tomorrow's anniversary stream. God, I'm really hoping that I feel much better by tomorrow, because we're gonna stream. We're gonna stream all day. And I don't want to feel like crap all day tomorrow. So this is a brutal sickness, man. So hopefully tomorrow's better. What's up, Kayla? How are you? And we'll have a good day. We'll have some good times, play a bunch of community games, and celebrate the 2-year anniversary. And hopefully I'll be in a bit better physical shape to to endure for a nice long stream tomorrow. Funny enough, it was like last year at this time, I got sick immediately after the 2-year anniversary, and this year I got sick immediately before. I don't know what it is about this time in May, but for some reason apparently I get sick around this time. Yo, me too. Maybe that would make me feel better a little bit. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Kayla. Alright, dude. We got the news and hopefully some V Rising. I probably won't go super long today. I've still got some stuff I want to try to work on for tomorrow. I've got some errands I need to run to grab some things for tomorrow. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah. Florida, I mean, I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. But right now in the finals, there are 2 teams that are winless. In the conference finals. So the Stanley Cup finals might be coming quicker than expected. You know, if Dallas doesn't get their crap together tonight and start turning something around, you know. But we'll see how it goes. Florida Cinderella story kind of, dude, barely making it into the playoffs, just straight pulling all the way through, man. Yeah. I mean, it really doesn't, right? I mean, I say this all the time in sports. You know, there's something to be said for having a good team and having a good season. That usually shows that you've got a pretty strong team under you. But usually it's the teams that hit a really good lick when playoff times come, you know. Your team gets healthy at that time. Chemistry clicks real well with the guys you've brought in at the trade deadlines. There are a lot of things that just tend to flow, you know, and you hit a real good streak of playing really good sports, you know, whatever sport it may be. Quite often in the playoffs, that's the way it works. It's not necessarily the team, actually quite often it's not the team that did the best in regular season. It's the team that clicks the best in the off season or in the postseason, you know. Yeah, they're throttling people, man. It's crazy. Fair, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I really feel like, you know, it's Dallas's own fault for being down 2-0 instead of 1-1. That second game was really theirs, and they just let it slip away. Both games were overtime, right? So, I mean, you could say that about both games, but that second game for sure, it was it definitely felt like that to me. That was their game, and they just let it slip away. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Kayla, I'm sorry. That sucks. Slight headache this morning. I feel that, Ferret. Along with still being sick too, man. Yeah, so sorry buddy, that sucks, man. Oh, that's nice, Kayla. Fantastic, fantastic. That's great. That's awesome. Nice, nice. I got again, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. I slept for like 4 or 5 more hours after the stream, man. And then I woke up and did a bunch of work. Is Grounded on Game Pass? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. Random mode time already. Yeah, it looks like it is, dude. It looks like it is. I think so. I'm pretty sure, man. Pretty sure it is. Oh, let's go random mode time. What's up, Wick? That's about how I feel this morning. That emote's pretty good. That feels good. Yeah. Light pain in your chest? That's not good. Careful. Hate Twitch. Why? Why? What happened? Oh god, dude. Wick, I got your scarf, dude. I got your scarf, Wick. My lavender heat pad, you know. I gotta stay nice and cozy. So yeah, I got a bunch of content done yesterday for I got some new videos put up on YouTube from like news segments and stuff that had been neglected since I'd been sick, and there's still a couple of news segments that need to be put up, but such a millennial. You're such a boomer, dude. Oh, what a boomer. Cut your hair. Quit wearing your trendy, cool lavender heat pad. Wick's a boomer, dude. He might not look that old, but he is definitely at heart. Lumberjacks. No way. Bro, don't. It hurts, dude. Oh, it hurts my stomach to laugh like that. Stop it, you butthole. Ow, dude. That's rude, man. Oh, dude. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Should I give you guys a quick taste of what's in store for tomorrow? No, 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 I'm not gonna do it. I want to. I'm pretty excited. I got some really fun stuff popping off tomorrow for the anniversary stream, and it'll be something that continues to be part of the channel moving forward for you guys to have fun with, and there should be anyways. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be, but you'll have some fun with it. I got it all fixed up last night. I wasn't sure if it was all gonna work, but I got it all incorporated, got it all tested, and it seems like it's all working really well. So okay, yeah, Kayla, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I will. I hope your chest feels better, and I hope your coworkers quit being tool bags. Yo, speaking of Tool, yo, did you guys see where Maynard, the lead singer of Tool, actually dressed in drag for their first concert of the year? He dressed in drag for the The performance down in Florida. That's awesome. Oh, did you? Oh, nice, dude. Cool. You have to let me know how you feel about it, man. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah. Best thing you could probably do is ignore them. Yeah. Oh, if it starts hurting too bad, you need to seek some help, man. We don't want to lose you. But yeah, have a good rest of the work. Maybe we'll see you a little bit later. Yeah, you have to let me know how it is, Wick. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and dive in here, man. I am excited for tomorrow. I probably won't do an all day stream because I still need rest, dude. This is a brutal sickness. It's wearing. It's just I don't have any energy, man. Um, and it's exhausting. On top of it, it's just constant like stomach cramps, and it's just really brutal, man. Oh, what's that, Ferret? I'm still gonna stream till like midday or something probably. But dude, I'm gonna stream whether or not I'm feeling bad tomorrow. It's gonna be a really long stream, so I need to try to make sure that I'm feeling okay for tomorrow. I've got some energy for tomorrow because tomorrow's the anniversary stream, dude. So sister sinking, bro. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Seriously, like I've never I don't think I can never recall having a stomach sickness like this, dude. It's really bad. It's really bad. I really figured I would be over it by now. I can barely eat, dude. I guarantee you I've lost a lot of weight already. I can't eat very much. It's not good, dude. It's not good. Ugh. It's not like we don't go anywhere, ding dong. It's not like we don't ever go anywhere and interact with other people and stuff like that, man. You act like we're hermits, bro. Shut up. You're so stupid. If you leave it connected on boot up, cold boot, it can cause Steam to do some weird 3 to 4 second lag. Go normal and then lag again. It will even affect your games through Steam that way. Really? That's weird. That's really weird. Huh. Odd, man. That's really weird. Interesting. I wonder why it does that. Maybe you need to quit serving me rotten smoothies, you butthole. Why did my music quit playing, anyways? Well, we'll just get into the news. Since Wick's already in troll mode, we might as well hop into it. Really? Huh, Ferret? That's odd, dude. Well, that's good to know, man. Um, did did you try anything like switching between like big picture mode and stuff like that before you tried unplugging it to see if that changed anything? Right, yeah. You know, I've had some really weird issues with my Xbox controller sometimes doing things to applications and things like that too if they were I don't know. Even Windows sometimes. Xbox my Xbox controllers will if they're plugged in and active, sometimes whenever I like go to shut down or put like a PC to sleep or something, sometimes it's not just this one, it's other ones too. So I know it's not just this PC. It'll make like the the Windows button like flashy and like finicky and stuff. There's some weird stuff that goes on with the Xbox controllers too. I don't know what their deal is. But I've noted it doesn't happen very often, but I've seen it on Windows machines happen, do stuff like that. It's really weird. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, that's really odd, dude. That's really odd. Well, let's get in here before Troll Lord, throws a fit and starts trying to serve everybody these smoothies that made me sick. You know what I mean? Let's get in here. This is what we were listening to this morning. Bullets per minute soundtrack. Cool game. Roguelite FPS rhythm based game. Um, Highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. Very cool art style too, and the soundtrack is fantastic. That's why we listen to it all the time. So if you're interested in any of that sounds good, go check out the game and the soundtrack. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh right on, dude. Yeah. This is actually a little bit too much right now. Too hot. Too hot. All right, apparently confirmed that Spider Man 2 is still a single player game, not co op at all. Confirmed by Insomniac. I'm not going to dive into that. That's all we need to know. There were some rumors that it could have potentially incorporated some, excuse me, co op into the game. But it looks like that's all being debunked now and officially confirmed by Insomniac that Spider-Man 2 is in fact a single-player game, which we should be getting. What I think they're saying in like September, unofficially right now. September. Did they already officially? Let's take a peek real quick. I don't think they officially gave a release date yet. Um, right. Hopefully a release date tomorrow. We're gonna be watching the PlayStation Showcase tomorrow, and hopefully they're saying there might be a release date for Spider-Man 2 in that. So, but people have said we've heard like September roughly right now is like a water cooler talk kind of thing. You're psyched about that one, huh? You psyched about that one, dog? You seemed like you were psyched about it yesterday. It looks cute. It's really pretty. I like the spooters. I like the spooter robots. Persona 6. Yeah, it does look cool. I agree. Yeah. You gonna swoop it up? You gonna play it? You gonna grab it? Oh, okay, cool. You have to let me know about that one too. Persona 6 rumored for late 2024 launch and PS5 timed exclusive. Um, Persona games. I've never played any of them, but people love these games, man. This is rumor mill stuff, so it's not official. I'm not going to dive into it, but that's at least something. Um, so we'll keep track. If we get anything, more on this front, we'll start diving into it. But that's still, a year and a half away, probably roughly, for a launch. And the fact that it would be a PS5, um, like a exclusive title, isn't surprising. You know, at least for an amount of time. They normally end up going multi-platform for a while, or a little while after they initially release. But quite often, I think that they end up, traditionally the Persona games have been PlayStation proprietary titles, exclusive titles from the get go. So not a surprise. Let's see what else we got. Amazon Gaming Week, huh? Oh, dude, I bet they have my mouse. It says save 43% on Logitech gaming mice, keyboards, and more during Amazon's gaming week. I bet they're going to have the mouse that I use on sale. Like I said, about a few times a year, you can get this mouse for about 40 to 50 bucks off. I bet it'll be this week too. Let me see real quick. Um, well, I guess what we could do is just we'll pull this up. We'll pull this up and just see what Amazon Gaming Week is going to offer here. Okay. How to get 5 free Nintendo Switch games starting today. We'll take a look at that for everybody. Epic Mega Sale 2023 Best Deals Roundup. We'll take a peek at that too. When we look at this, we'll talk about the free title and everything right now also, which we've already talked about, but it's a significant one. So Ubi's open world Star Wars game could release early. I'm so scared of just about anything Ubi anymore. I can't help it. I hope it's good. Sentinel's the new FPS game from ex Call of Duty and Halo devs, I think, is what they're going to say here. Take a peek. Ed Boon explains why Mortal Kombat 1 has a confusing name. Thank you. Please, Ed Boon, because I find it off-putting. Not confusing. I guess I understand. Like I didn't even know yet, but I saw Mortal Kombat 1. Actually, the first day we saw it, I thought they accidentally, like the article we read or whatever, just kind of left off the 2 or whatever. And I was like, well, this is just going to be Mortal Kombat 12. Oh, nice, Ferret. Okay, yeah, Summer Land Wars registration opens in 3 days. Nice, dude. Um, but then whenever the next day we were talking about it and got confirmation that it is actually Mortal Kombat 1, and I was like, oh, what are they doing? Like some kind of like multiverse, time travel, change the past kind of thing to try to change the future. So going back to the beginning or whatever, but why call it Mortal Kombat 1? That's what I don't understand. When we've already had the first Mortal Kombat game, the one that everybody refers to as Mortal Kombat 1, right? It seems just odd to me. It's off-putting. It seems like they could have been a little more creative. You know what I mean? I feel like there's been a real weird thing with the video gaming industry where it's like the creativity side of naming games even has gotten really, really dull. You talk about like triangle strategy or bravely default. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, what? It's just like, yeah, I guess ferret. I guess, and we'll take a look at it, but it's just weird. Like, it seems like they could have come up with something a little more creative to express what was actually going on here, rather than just going, "Yeah, it was Mortal Kombat 11. We made our way to Mortal Kombat 11. Now, let's just go back and call it Mortal Kombat 1." So everybody's like, "What?" Obviously, it's a big deal because now Ed Boon's having to get in there and explain it, you know? And I mean, I called it before anybody even had to explain it to me. I already kind of guessed what was going on here. It's the same thing that all these universes are doing nowadays, but come on, man. Come up with something a little more creative there for the name of it. I feel like. So after tomorrow, I'll start breaking down and searching for all of the showcases that are slated to take place, excuse me, in June. And we'll get a nice list of the dates and times those are going to happen. And it'll be linked out to everybody as well. So everybody will be able to take a look at it. That way you can tell, and I'll have them color coded and stuff. That way people will know like what dates we're gonna watch it on, what, if we're gonna be watching it live or as a VOD the next day or whatever. I'll have it decently laid out for everybody. Go look at our other search. We already knew this because Xbox gave Boosteroid a 10-year deal to try and help get the ball rolling, if you will, on the Activision Blizzard deal. So to get past a lot of the hurdles with the regulatory committees and things around the world, that's what they had to do. So obviously, Xbox games are coming to Boosteroid for the next 10 years. Release date for AEW Fight Forever has, it looks like, officially been announced. June 29th. We'll take a peek. World War II Hitman game looks absolutely unreal. Is this real? Huh. Take a peek at that. See what's going on. Summer Games Fest will have 3 or 4 pretty big announcements. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, Wick. There's Planet of Lana, dude. I think this is the same one we saw yesterday, actually. Eyelash Stunlock, dude. Um, Gross, dude. Yeah, I mean, this is where things are going to start really popping off, you know. For the June showcases, the beginning of June, first 2 weeks of June, right? We got all those showcases I was talking about. We're going to watch a lot of them here in the channel, and it'll be a lot of new announcements. It'll be a lot of um, new information on games we already knew are in development. We'll get new release dates. It'll be a lot of stuff. For the schedule that we have up in the channel, there's an entire list of games that we're interested in playing here in the channel, and there's an entire list at the end of the calendar that was made, and it's got a ton of games that are slated to come out this year that still have TBA dates on them. And what we should find out at this point is like, are a lot of those games still going to be coming out this year? We'll probably get dates for most of those games for when they're still going to come out this year, or if they're going to slide until next year. That's probably what a lot of what we're going to start getting once June hits. Wick's going to give us the breakdown of Planet of Lana after he plays it, as long as he can get past the tutorial. So we'll be expecting that from our buddy Wick. A new live action Doom movie. Do you guys remember the old live action Doom movie? The old live action Doom movie, dude, didn't it have The Rock in it or somebody? Who was in that? Who was in the original Doom movie, dude? Was it The Rock? It was The Rock. Oh, yeah, bro. Dude, that movie was awesome. Yeah. You never saw it for real? Oh, bro. I haven't seen it in forever. Dude, Carl Urban was in it too. Holy crap. 2005, man. It's like 18 years old right now. It's 18 years old. Um, Yo, check it out. Check it out. Plot in 2026, a wormhole portal, the art to an ancient city on Mars is discovered. Bro, we're 3 years away from the plot of when this takes place. Oh, dude, that's so great. Oh my god. Yo, you know what's actually really funny is that what was it? I think it was the Super Nintendo version. That's so funny, bro. There was in I think it was the SNES version came with a booklet, and in the book, dude, it actually where was this? I don't know if it's gonna tell about it in here. Oh god, dude. I think it was last year. Last year, the book in the original like the Super Nintendo version of Doom, it was like the book had the setting taking place of like March of last year or something like that. I think that's what it was. Let me see if I can pull up this article. We read an article about it. Yeah, it was like March of 2022 or something. One second, guys. So it's just kind of funny that we like came up across that right now. But yeah, we read about this last year, roughly just about a year ago, where it was. This was not something I think that was in any other. Yeah, I think this was it right here. This will talk about. I was thinking it was only the Super Nintendo version. Um, The manual for the SNES version of the game clearly shows March 15th of 2022 on the cover. However, this date is not mentioned in the PC version of Doom. Yeah, this was the only version of the original Doom that actually showed some kind of date on it or whatever, right? And it just so happens that this date passed like a year ago, just over a year ago. It's pretty wild. I remember coming across this in the news last year. It's pretty nuts. That's funny, dude. Yeah, 3 years from now, dude, we are doomed. Yeah, ferret. Nice, man. Yeah, I look. Here's the thing. I remember watching this way back in the day and being like, "That was pretty solid. That was pretty solid." They did a cool job with like, I don't think the entire movie. I wasn't like thrilled with the entire movie, but there were like parts of the movie where it would go like first person mode, right? There was like a part of the movie where it went like all first person, and it was pretty impressive for a movie back then. I remember being like, "Oh, that was pretty dope, dude. That was pretty dope." If I remember it correctly. And but I have a feeling it would be maybe like going back and watching it now would maybe be like you know, because we gotten pretty spoiled since then with movies, man. From like the early 2000s up to like what we have now, dude, there has been a significant changeover in the way that films are made. And not that there aren't some that still hold up very, very well, but there are also some that have not aged very well either. Like, man, what was the original Spawn movie? When did that come out? Late 90s? Yeah, 97. Dude, I tried to watch this. I tried to watch this again over the like within the past year. It's terrible. It's terrible. The only thing that's good is John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo is the only one that's like worth watching in this. Really, that's the way I feel about it. But it is a pretty terrible movie, man. But I remember loving it whenever it came out. I remember loving watching it. Did you know they're remaking this too? Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're redoing this. Oh, dude, yeah. For the time, it was insane. For the time, it was insane, and I loved John Leguizamo in it. I always have. Uh, yeah, or I thought they were already working on this. It's supposed to be a Spawn reboot going on and everything too. Which my thing is like, look, this is one of those characters that I feel like this story needs that mature rating on it. You know what I mean? They could do so much more with this kind of story with a mature rating, like they do with Deadpool and stuff. Because that's a gnarly story and it's crazy. It's got like really wild characters and demons and you know what I mean. It could be really, really, really neat. But we'll just have to see what they do with it. A new live action Doom movie could be coming though. Sorry, we got on a bit of a tangent there, man. I haven't thought about that original Doom movie in quite a while. It's kind of crazy. Who is to blame for Redfall? Oh, everybody's gonna be pointing fingers on this, dude. You know what I mean? So here's what it is. You've got Arcane, right? Ultimately, who's the one that's gonna be to blame for this? It's Arcane, you know, and Bethesda. Oh yeah, yeah. Ferret. That meme is actually absolutely perfect for this, because it would be Arcane, and it would be Bethesda, and it would be Xbox, and they would all be pointing a finger at each other, right? Um, Here's what I'll say, man. I know a lot of people take this like stance of, well, ultimately the blame lies on Xbox because they're the parent company and da 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 da. Well, I'll give everybody something different to think about here, okay? Arcane actually falls under Bethesda first. And not only that, yes, Xbox owns Bethesda, so therefore, by proxy, Xbox owns Arcane as well, right? But um, if anybody has ever been, and I'll take this down to a bit of try to lessen the gravity of this a little bit, and try to break this down to something maybe some more people can try and maybe attune with on more of a personal level. Anybody that's ever worked as like maybe a supervisor or a manager or anything like that. Um, think about how many different directions you're being pulled in all the time, right? And ultimately, you don't ever want to have to be a micromanager, yeah? Because that sucks. Do you have to be sometimes? Yes. But you don't ever want to be a micromanager unless you're forced to be a micromanager, yeah? And I think that that's the position that Xbox and Microsoft takes quite often on these companies that they are on top of. And to be fair, Arcane, um, maybe a little bit, Tinwin. I'm still pretty sick, dude. So we'll see how much I can get done, man. Um, what's up, buddy? Um, well, yeah. I mean, that doesn't really fit into what I'm saying here. You know, and I mean, I'm just trying to give people a view of like assimilate this in a way, right? To give them something to take a look at here. So yeah, I mean, obviously working under a micromanager's actual balls. Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't want to take away from what I'm trying to get at here. Um, so whenever you're in this situation, you have a huge company like Microsoft and Xbox, and they've got a ton of other companies underneath them, right? And you have a company like Arcane that has traditionally been pretty good at what they do. They haven't necessarily given you a reason to mess with them, to have to sit there and hover over their shoulder and go, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing this right? Are you doing this right? What are you show me? Show what are you doing? Okay, you need to do this. You need to micromanage them. Yeah. And to be fair again, Bethesda is the one that's on top of them also. So you've got another separation of levels there. Yeah. So I'm sure that to an extent, Xbox is having executive level people talk to Bethesda executive level people, and then talk to, who are conveying information from their Arcane people about what's going on, and things like that, right? So now what I will say is that I do think that Xbox was banking pretty big on this. Obviously, there was a lot of marketing put into it. So to be fair, maybe they should have had a bigger eye on what was going on with this game to ensure that it wasn't going to be a hot mess. But anytime, I think the worst thing a company can do is acquire another company that's already good at what they do and start trying to mess with that process. If you are, I mean, obviously the world we live in is acquire and move up, right? Acquiring and take all that, get bigger, and you know that's what all these companies do. So if you're acquiring companies, you're acquiring them because they're good at what they do. But I don't think that you necessarily should be messing with their process unless they give you a reason to question that process. And now, absolutely, Arcane has. Arcane failed big time. And so now I absolutely feel like you're going to have Bethesda all over Arcane, and you're going to have Xbox all over Bethesda and Arcane because of this. You know what I mean? But before this, I don't think that there was a whole lot of reason that Xbox should have been getting their hands dirty with Arcane's process, because Arcane had done a pretty good job before this with a lot of their titles. So, I mean, you know, everybody's going to be pointing fingers and going, "Well, it was there," and ultimately, I mean, who's got the biggest loss out of all on this? It's Xbox, right? So, you know, a lot of people are going to go, "Well, they're the ones that are going to lose out the most. They're the ones that should probably be taking most of the blame," you know, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. But I also don't think it's fair for people to not look at the other side of it and go, you know, they didn't have a reason to be messing with Arcane's process necessarily. Should have they have been paying attention maybe a little bit more to exactly what this product was going to be? Yeah. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, I would say so. Um, but it's just kind of it's one of those things where quite often you'll see a lot where these it's just like with Bungie, you know, and Bungie's the kind of company that doesn't really, you know, they're very outspoken, which is not something Sony necessarily gravitates towards with companies they want to own and stuff like that. But you know, Sony saw something very, very good in what Bungie does, and it was worth having a company like that. And I think until Bungie proves that they're not able to do things on their own anymore, Sony's not really going to get involved. And I think that's the way it should be. I don't think that you buy companies that are good at what they're doing and you mess with that process. I don't think you run the risk of breaking something that's not broken. You know what I mean? And I think that's partially what was the case here. There wasn't any point in Xbox trying to fix something that wasn't already broken. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where Arcane was. They hadn't really come out with anything terrible. They hadn't done anything bad. They'd come out with pretty good stuff till now. It's going to be a different story moving forward. But everybody's going to be pointing fingers at each other, no doubt about it. But yes, Ferret, I'll agree with you. Natural micromanagers are the worst kinds of managers, dude, and supervisors, in my opinion. They are so flippin' terrible to work for. People that just because anybody that's good at doing their job naturally should just be able to do their job. I don't know how anybody can just be a natural micromanager anyways. I don't know how anybody has enough time to do that. In my experience, anyways. Um, there are enough other people that need constant oversight and micromanaging that, you know, I was so thrilled to have the few number of people underneath me whenever I was supervising and managing that I was like, yo, do your thing, please. If I don't have to micromanage you, fantastic. I don't need to. I don't want to, man. You know, please be an adult. That's fantastic. I love adults. Yeah, we talked about that. Dude, Razer laptops are so expensive. Flood them with info? Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, that's a good play right there, dude. Yeah. I usually see I don't deal well with people like that. I usually just go, I'm good at what I like. Why are you trying to do this to me? I'm a pretty blunt individual. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't give you a reason to be like this to me. Like, you know what I mean? So why are you trying to micromanage me? You know, like, let me do my job. You don't have a reason to be like this with me, so just let me do my job. You know, like, I don't really, I don't have an issue with like confronting people about stuff like that. So, um, I just get kind of blunt with people. Oh, so we're finally getting a little bit of information on the front of why Sega is willing to dish out $750 million US for Rovio. So let's take a peek at this and see what's up. Yeah, I would say so too. Um, yeah, I don't think anybody has really ferret. I mean, the reason it's coming back into the limelight right now is because I mean, it's really it fell off over the past like half decade for sure. Of course, Angry Birds was huge for a long time, and it's not just in game. I mean, it was movies and it was apparel. It was everywhere retail. You know what I mean? It was like kids' school supplies, and I mean, you name it, dude. Angry Birds was all over the place. Toys and everywhere, man. But it's been gone for a long time, and that was what. Whenever we came across this news event originally, dude, it was probably about 3 weeks ago now that they were planning on buying Rovio. I mean, obviously, Rovio's biggest item in their portfolio that I feel like Sega would probably want would be Angry Birds. But everybody was like, "What are they planning on doing with it?" You know, it's not like it's been all that relevant for quite a while. So everybody's just kind of been like, "What are you doing, Sega?" Just wondering. And so, oh, really? Oh, that's weird. Huh. Interesting. So I don't know. Apparently they've got some plans, but we've just been kind of waiting to see. Maybe we'll find out more today though in that article. Hopefully, anyways. The PSVR2 stuff. Look, man. Um, I talked a lot about PSVR2 before it released. It's I think it's a weird situation because you're talking about VR is cool. And I think that the VR space is one of those things that continues to progress, but it's not at a significantly like rapid rate, right? And I think that the potential for VR in gaming is much higher in a space like PC than it is on console. I think that's why you don't really see the other major console developers trying to push into that space. Where like PlayStation is, right? Um, well, and yeah, that's what I was getting ready to get at, Ferret. Yeah, same thing, dude. I think that's where, and I was getting ready to touch on that when I was going to talk about price here. So let's talk about that. You're talking about a VR headset, and there's two ways to look at this, right? The PSVR2 costs more than a PS5 does. But it's also supposed to be a pretty good piece of hardware that is, on par with what you would get from like a MetaQuest 2 or something like that, right? But that's the thing is that you can't use it on any other piece of hardware, yeah? So you're stuck with only being able to use it on PlayStation. And that's the thing that I was really dogging PlayStation about whenever it came out was there's no backwards compatibility. Dude, how are you going to be really, really trying to push? And look, man, I crush these console makers all the time for their lack of backwards compatibility. It's disgusting. It's gross. But especially when you're trying to get into this like niche kind of segment of gaming here right now with like virtual reality, and you had your first go at it in the PSVR for PS4, and now you're coming out with your next iteration of it, and this iteration won't play any of the PS4's or the PSVR one's games. What? How disgusting is that? Yeah. Yo, Mithril, what's up, buddy? So, I mean, look, I mean, here's the thing. And what I think, what we have to take into consideration here is there are a good amount of people in the world that are solely PlayStation gamers. And for a lot of us gamers, we're multi-platformers, right? We are PC gamers, we're console gamers, things like that. So for a lot of us, when you talk about the VR space, it's like, well, if I'm going to play VR, I'm going to play it on PC, right? Because it just makes more sense. There's a lot more catalog of games to get into. It's a much more versatile kind of product for different platforms and things like that. And I've said this for a while, actually. I think that if Xbox is going to continue being a hardware manufacturer for consoles, I think that Xbox is going to start making it to where they don't necessarily have a proprietary, like a first party VR set. I think they're probably going to make it to where you could start using VR sets from whatever manufacturer you want. Not like PlayStation, probably, but like you can use a Meta. Anything that you could use on Windows, you could probably use on Xbox, well, yeah, exactly, Ferret, right? Yeah. And I mean, look, dude, that's the whole thing about compatibility, and I've been talking about this forever now with why I moved so far away from console. And so, because I've, again, traditionally been a video game player on all platforms, but PC's just so nice, dude. With backwards and forwards compatibility and all that stuff, and you don't get that with consoles hardly at all. So I don't know. It's like, I guess for those people that only care about gaming on PlayStation, then they're going to buy into that. But I feel like a lot of other people that are multi-platform gamers, they're not really going to buy into it. It just doesn't make sense. It's just, if you're going to get into VR, it just makes sense to get into it on PC. If you're a PC gamer too, and so I don't think it's going to be like insanely lucrative for them or anything. I don't even think it was last time. I think it's a good product. I think it's good hardware. But I mean, this has always been PlayStation's thing, right? It's if you want our stuff, it only plays they're like Apple, really. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way they do things. And they're getting better, I guess, because they've got this whole like play on PlayStation PC now, where a lot of their peripherals are starting to be better for PC compatibility. But I really don't see them doing that with their VR systems. I don't know. The smart play to make for Xbox VR headsets. You mean for them to just make it to where for Xbox you could use like any kinds of like Windows compatible VR headset, like what I was talking about? Is that what you were referring to? Oh wait, yeah, I missed some stuff. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I just don't think, because I mean, look, Xbox already loses money on hardware, right? So I just don't see them trying to get into this like niche segment with VR headsets for their hardware as well. So I feel like if they were going to do anything, it would just be like, yo, let's find a way to just make it to where VR headsets that work on Windows can work on the Xbox too. That just seems like the smarter play, to where they can actually start getting software sales going and maybe get Game Pass titles going for VR and stuff like that, where people can buy into. Right. Yeah. That's what I've said. That's what I've said for a while now too, is I think that if Xbox was going to do something like that, I think that's the way they would play it. I don't think that they would go like internal manufacturing of like first party proprietary hardware for VR. I think they would make it the same way you can do Windows. I think that's what they would do. It just makes more sense for Xbox, I think. That means more people can play more software on their hardware and their streaming services. And I think that's a smart play. I don't know that that's necessarily what they'll do, but it seems like a smart play, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe I need to become a consultant, you know? Start I'm giving away free ideas here, you know what I mean? From Bloodborne to a PS6 title yesterday to Xbox, you know what I mean? And what they need to do with VR today. Look, man, I'm losing money. I need to become a flipping consultant, dude, for these video game companies, man. Yo, have you oh, it's gone gold, dude. Pixel Rip 1978's gone gold? Sick. Have you guys seen this? Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, and by the way, no VR game can be kept on Xbox storage, so you'll have to. It'll only come with 1 gigabyte of storage. The VR headset itself will have 1 gig of storage, and if you want to upgrade to the terabyte of storage, you'll need to pay another $300. Oh Jesus, dude! Oh, gross, dude. Oh man, the scumminess. Yo, have you guys seen this game? This game looks dope, dude. But I'll pull it up. It's gone gold now. That's sick. That means that it would take something significant for that to delay at this point. What? Harry Potter RPG confirmed for summer. Is this like a mobile game or something? Collectible card game? Is this? Yeah. Okay. All right. Looks like we're getting a Harry Potter TCG, digital TCG. It looks like. I'll look at it. We've already seen this. I'm not going to dive into that. We knew that was coming. This is look, man. I'm not a fan of what Disney does here. Disney goes, "Yo, we're gonna release a bunch of free to play games." Disney's gross, dude. Disney's gross. They go, "We're gonna make a bunch of free to play games, but we're gonna release them for like a year or two first in early access. But to play early access, you gotta buy into it." Dog, that's not a free to play game. It's so disgusting. Dude, they do this with they've done this with Disney Speedstorm now. They've done it with what's the other Disney game that came out here recently in early access? What's the name of that? Dude, I can't remember. It's so gross that they do this. It's free to play because it on full release it'll be free. But they make sure it's early access for like the first year or two, where if you want to play for the first year or two, you've got to buy into it. It's so disgusting, dude. So they've got this whole like monetization thing, right? So it's like there's a bunch of monetization in the games anyways. It's like they want people to feel okay about the monetization, so they make it free to play. Uh no. No. I mean, you can't even try the game. So unless you're willing to wait, like if you wait until the game full releases, then you can play it for free. Otherwise, you have to buy like founders packs to play the game in early access. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, it's not fully released yet. No. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like they say that they keep promoting their games as free to play games, and I think it's because Disney being Disney, they put like a ton of monetization stuff in there, like cash shops, battle passes, and stuff like that. So like, oh, it's a free to play game, but they don't release them as free to play. They release them as early access, right? For like the first year or two. And the only way you can play them in that first year or two of early access time is to buy into like a founders pack. That's the only way to get in. You can't play it at all otherwise. So it's not really free to play. It's a really, really gross thing that they do. It's really disgusting. So it's like they try to make people feel like they're a free to play game, and so it's okay that they have microtransactions, but really they're not initially a free to play game. They're just trying to make people feel like they are. It's real dumb, dude. Yeah, it's really gross. Uh-oh. Destiny 2 reveals new PlayStation crossover skins. Oh, Jesus, dude. I know. Yo, I called out. Yeah, I've called out even like Dead Drop, the Docs game, you know, here recently for that. I mean, that's been something that, people have known about for a long time, but that was a game where like initially you couldn't even get into. Yeah, I mean, cuz look, man, that's what betas were always supposed to be. Betas are something that you've wanted people to get into, to try your game, test it out, help you find issues, help you stress test servers. You know what I mean? And oh, for real? Oh, that's kind of dope, dude. Kratos skin, huh? Interesting. That's still a weird thing for like Destiny, I feel like. um but yeah, it's really kind of gross when you see these companies, and I mean, like Midnight Society and Doctor Disrespects. That's his development company, and they've got this Dead Drop game they're making. And it was like when it first got announced, they were like, "Oh well, hey, we've got a limited amount of 10,000 NFTs. And if you buy an NFT, then you can get in and try the game out before anybody else, you know? It's like you're making people buy an NFT, which is gross in the first place. NFTs are just disgusting and scummy. And then that's how you're also making people buy in to help you test and get feedback for your game. That's absolutely disgusting, dude. I'm right there with you, man. It's so nasty. Um, and I mean, you know, I understand the fact that like for developers, you have to deal with an amount of just, I would say probably a good majority of people just play the game and they don't provide feedback, and that sucks. You know, the reason you're getting a beta, and maybe, I mean, maybe to an extent that, you know, is what some developers are of the thinking that if people are willing to pay for beta access, they'll be more willing and invested in actually testing the game out and providing feedback. Maybe that's some of the thought process there, but I don't think that's really it. I think a lot of it's just money making, scheming. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know. It's I think that um I do think it's very gross that any developer would try and make people pay to get into a beta, whether it be actually pay for a beta key or go, oh, well, if you pre-order, then you can play the game earlier or get into the beta or whatever. That's just the same flipping thing. That's disgusting. You want people testing your game for a reason, you know, and it's just so gross that they do that kind of thing. What do you think about the skin? Does it so you're getting a Kratos skin? Is that what you're getting? Or is it just a skin that kind of looks like God of War-ish? Like Kratos war paint and stuff? Oh, that's kind of dope. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's dive in here and see what we got. Destiny 2 reveals new PlayStation crossover skins. Bungie has revealed a new set of cosmetics that will be coming to the shooter that are tied to various PlayStation franchises within the coming days. Season 21 of Destiny 2, titled Season of the Deep, will go live and bring a ton of new content with it. And while many fans are likely looking forward to the new gameplay aspects of Season 21, Bungie will also be adding some gear associated with PlayStation's most beloved games. Yo, Barrett, I'm sorry, dude. I've been so out of it, man, and I didn't ask yesterday, and I was gone all weekend and stuff, man, being sick. But how did the graduation and your wife's birthday go, man? Showing off on social media today, Bungie gave fans a first glimpse at the handful of PlayStation-related gear that is soon coming to Destiny 2. Like everything else in the game, these cosmetics will be tied to specific character archetypes. Titan class will be getting armor that resembles Kratos from God of War. Hunters will be able to pick up gear associated with Alloy from Horizon. Warlocks will then round out the slate and get samurai-related armor that is modeled after what is seen in Ghost of Tsushima. Nice. If that alone wasn't enough, players will even be able to pick up a new skin for the Ghost that is modeled after the cordyceps monster seen in The Last of Us. Nice. That's cool. You can even look at these various skins for yourself. Just take a look. Yeah, that's pretty dope, dude. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's flipping sick, dude. I really like this one, dude. Oh, nice, man. Oh, cool, Ferret. Nice, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. I like this. That's cool. That's pretty cool, man. Um Most Destiny 2 fans are surely aware that this isn't the first time Bungie has looked to cross over with other big name video game franchises. In the past, Destiny 2 has seen other gear associated with Fortnite, Assassin's Creed, and even Halo show up in its expansive world. Yeah. Um, Season of the Deep kicks off tomorrow. Yeah. So are you all hyped up, dude? Are you all hyped up for the next season, Ferret? Um, those skins look dope. Oh, today after reset. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, check that noise out. Yeah. Okay. What time's reset happen? Do you know? Did you take the day off? Cool, man. If you guys need anything out of there, 1 p.m. your time. Word. Okay. Here you go. Uh, this says Harry Potter RPG. This doesn't sound like an RPG, dude. Collectible card game RPG. Harry Potter Magic Awakened. According to WizardingWorld.com, in Harry Potter Magic Awakened, you'll play as a young witch or wizard starting at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which seems to have a story premise similar to that of Hogwarts Legacy. Magic Awakened will offer character customization, learn new skills that can be cast in the form of battle cards during duels. You'll also not only be able to play battle characters and creatures offline, but take on other players via online multiplayer. Also be able to explore the halls of Hogwarts and beyond, such as the streets of Diagon Alley. And you can join your favorite house, brew potions, even partake in a spot of Quidditch, and much more. Oh, this has been out in China since late 2021. Now it's coming to the West. It will be available for PC, Android, and iOS. Pre-register for you'll be rewarded with bonus DLC. Interesting. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I mean, it's a good world for a TCG, to be fair. But I mean, we see like so was the world of The Witcher, man, and Gwent's dead. You know, just because it's a good world for it doesn't mean it's going to be successful. I guess. I I mean, we played some standalone Gwent. We had people in here that played standalone Gwent. We found out at the beginning of this year that they were going to quit supporting it, basically with new content, anyways. At the was September this year, I think. So there were a lot of people that were competitive in it that were just like, "What the crap, man?" So I think that's one of those. That's one of those segments too, for that's getting really polluted. You know, whereas I remember back whenever I was younger, man, it was really only like Magic. Magic the Gathering was really the only prominent TCG you heard of. Pokemon. There's Pokemon too. It was like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. That was about it, dude. Yeah, yeah. Magic and Pokemon. And oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was around too. Yeah, yeah. Um, I never knew nearly as many people that were into Yu-Gi-Oh as there were that were into Magic and Pokemon, but it was still around. Um, but nowadays, dude, it's like they'll make TCGs out of about anything they can. We've heard like there's a TCG coming for Gears of War. There's like physical TCG, not a flipping digital TCG, a physical TCG coming up for Gears of War. Um, yeah, and I think that's what I'm like getting at is like there are a lot of universes that play very well for that kind of segment, right? For the TCG stuff, but it's fairly polluted anymore. It's kind of like the same as like getting into the battle royale space, you know? There are so many, and there are a few at the top that you're not. I mean, if you're going to have to come up with something really, really impressive to compete with, and if you can't, you're probably not going to do very well. You know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get that. I get that. But I mean, just as an example, you know, the with TCGs, it's kind of the same thing as that genre of game. I feel like it's just very polluted, and it got so popular, everybody started trying to make battle royales, you know, and there are a few at the top that are really hard to compete with, and I feel like that's the way that trading card games are too. So over the years, there have been a lot of trading card games that have come out, and they've tried to do well with them. And even though I think some of them have been very good too, like Gwent. I think Gwent was really solid. I think CDPR did a really good job with that, but apparently there just weren't enough people playing it. You know? Yeah. Sega reveals why it's spending $770 million on the developer of Angry Birds, which is Rovio. Company revealed that it hopes Rovio's success with casual gamers will help Sega improve in that same department. Rovio's titles have been very well received by casual gamers. They own not only Angry Birds, but also a game studio that develops hyper-casual games and thus possesses strengths that our group does not. Once the acquisition is successfully complete, we expect to be able to obtain such expertise and capabilities. Yeah. Yeah, this is absolutely, we talk about this a lot. While the mobile game market generates billions of dollars in revenue each year, the reality is that several major video game publishers have struggled to find success with their mobile titles because it's a very polluted segment also, like every other segment of gaming, right? So you've got to find something that stands out and keeps people in it. Once the acquisition is completed, it'll be interesting to see what impact Rovio will have on Sega's casual gaming output. Yeah, we'll see. Everybody's been losing here recently, man. Atari's VR retro-inspired game Pixel Ripped 1978 has gone gold, set to release June 15th.
Good morning. Live streaming virtual reality. Video tells us what Atari is doing.
Video games. They seem to have captured America's imagination.
My name is Barbara, but you can call me Bug. I just started a new job at this place called Atari. They've been working on this cool new thing called video games. Feels like it's really gonna catch on.
Electronic games being this year's bestseller.
No other video game company stacks up to Atari.
I'm building a brand new game. Oh, and this is Dot. I created her.
Whoa!
Isn't she rad?
I bet.
It's a little rough around the edges. Glitches, broken code, stuff like that. It's not all fun and games being a programmer. So I invented this nifty device that allows me to go into the game. You know, patch things up from the inside. Good thing I've got Dot, because sometimes the bugs can be a real problem.
What are you talking about, dude?
Looks like I've got my work cut out for me. Good thing it's 1978 and this technology is on the cutting edge.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. It looks pretty good. What are you talking about, Wick? I don't even know what you're talking about. We've seen some trailers of it before. Atari and Avor announced that their retro-inspired VR adventure game Pixel Rip 1978 has gone gold. It's set to release on June 15th, 2023 on PSVR 2, MetaQuest 2, and Steam VR. Pixel Rip 1978 will have players take on the role of an early Atari game designer with the unique ability to travel into the games she's creating to work out bugs and glitches. You can check out the latest trailer above, read below for more details. We've seen about this. It does look very, very cool, dude. Oozing classic Atari charm and boasting innovative mechanics sure to delight VR enthusiasts, Pixel Rip 1978 calls back to the very genesis of gaming, a rich, colorful history where Atari takes center stage as the company that would ignite a multi-billion-dollar industry, travel between dimensions, befriend friendly faces, and uncover surprising Easter eggs in the multi-layered adventure. Wait, what? Bro. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think VR is making strides. Yeah, I think it's making strides. I don't think it's just been embraced by a lot of the gaming community as quick as a lot of developers imagined it would be. I'll tell you what. Where I think that I'm really gonna like what I would like to have. I mean, you guys have seen like the stands and everything, right? What do they call those things? Um, these things like they're like these like treadmills that you run on and that you stand in place and everything. These things are dope, dude. If I would rant, you know what I would do? I'd probably give it away. I would be very, very appreciative if somebody gave me one, and then I would give it away to somebody else. I'm very or I would try to give it back first. But if they didn't want it, then I would give it to somebody else that would use it. Um oh dude, those are so good, Wick. Yo, bro, I'll be coming and getting in those pockets, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'll be reaching all over the place in those pockets, baby. Playing some PB&J pool, you know what I'm saying? PB&J pocket pool, baby. You know what I'm saying? Dude. Oh, quit making me laugh, bro. It hurts, dog. God dang it. That flipping hurts, dude. Ow! These things, dude. Oh, Jesus. Stop it, man. These things are dope, dude. Have you seen these? So you don't have to worry about like running into stuff. This one's not as cool. I bet I'd break this. I'm too fat for this one. I'm too fat for that one, dude. No, hold on. There's some other ones, dude. Like these guys. Oh, I guess that's the virtues as well. Hold on. That's not my Uncrustable, dude. Okay, that's the one. No, shut up. The arena. Oh, that's an entire arena of them. Oh, so I guess that's all they have now. But something like that would be cool. I'll be honest, dude. I don't really care to get into VR. I mean, if I'm just sitting down and everything, but I want the immersive experience. I want to be able to like walk around. I'm gonna have to take some meds, dude. And I mean, these things are stupid expensive, but these are really, really cool for the immersion, man. Being able to get in there, strap in. It gives you 360 degrees where you can, move around and you can like duck down and stuff like that. These are really, really cool, man. But yeah, I don't think that VR has been adopted and embraced by. Now, let's be fair. It's not just the gaming community that VR has applications for either. I mean, there's a lot of different things where VR plays well, but it's still coming along. The technology's gotten a lot better, but I think where we're really going to start seeing big changes is like where we get away from a lot of the cables and everything. Oh yeah, VR tours, dude. There's a lot of training that can be done with sports with using VR equipment. There's all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, I mean, you go do like the tours that you're talking about. Like that's another big thing for like realty. So you can they're like realty companies that are starting to allow people to use VR to take tours of houses and stuff like that. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, man. Applications for VR outside of gaming too, but obviously we focus on gaming here. So I think that it's getting better and better. And this game looks really, really cool, man. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to do well. If you want more out of it, I'll link it for you. Yeah, that's why I'm saying too, Wick. I would definitely break something, Doug. I would break more than something. I would break multiple things probably. So that's why I would like to have like the stationary kind of platform to get on where I can move around and Oh, that's cool, Ferret. Yeah. Dude, gaming's been really good for helping people learn languages for a long time, man. And that's only going to get better and better with things like that. Everything you need to know about Amazon Gaming Week happening May 22nd through the 28th. So starting yesterday. Gaming Week. It's going to be technology having to do with gaming. All right. So, bro, they didn't list anything. Let's see. The list of deals is long. Brands like Asus, CyberPower, iBuyPower, HP, Razer, Dell, and MSI are offering discounts on gaming laptops and desktops. Opportunity to save an average of 21% over the gaming week. Don't need an entire system, but also looking to upgrade gaming components. You're still in luck. Asus, Cooler Master, PNY, and Kingston will be offering deals on a wide variety of computer components and peripherals with an average discount of almost 16%. Western Digital and SanDisk are also on hand with these deals on storage and memory as well. Also a good time to snap up a new gaming monitor. Brands like Samsung, Acer, MSI, Dell, HP, and others will be slashing prices by an average of 24%. Gamer favorite SteelSeries, dude. Nice. Marking down headsets. They have really good headsets, guys. Keyboards and other peripherals by an average of 17%. And Logitech is deeply discounting its G family of gaming peripherals by almost 18%. All right, yo, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna link this for you guys, but I'm gonna just throw this out here. All right. Yeah, Fruit Ninja for real. Nice. Yo, check this site out. That was not what I wanted. Probably Ferret. This is what I'll say. If you're in the market for anything right now and you're not sure, whatever your budget is, whatever you're potentially going to buy, even if you're just like, yo, Amazon's doing a sale, you come across something that you think you might want. Most, like, they do television, sound bars, vacuums, blenders, monitors, mice, keyboards, laptops, printers, headphones, speakers, and cameras on this website, okay? And they do intense, very, very deep dive reviews on all of their products. You can do comparisons on here and everything, man. So we'll just go look at some SteelSeries stuff real quick. Okay, so go to headphones. You can go down into their tools here, right? And you can see the compare headphones. And you can see side-by-side comparison. What this does is it takes their deep dive reviews and it lets you compare. You can see the prices, where you can find these things at, but you basically use the drop-down box, and we'll just go to SteelSeries. We'll just pick a couple out here just to show you, right? So SteelSeries, we'll do the Arctis Pro Wireless, and we'll go down to SteelSeries again. And we'll do the Arctis 9X Wireless, okay? And basically you'll see they'll give you a verdict of which one is better. They'll give you a concise kind of like breakdown of why. Check prices on both. The ratings of a scale from 1 to 10 on a lot of different areas. Neutral sound, which breaks down into pros and cons. Commute and travel, pros and cons. And it's really good stuff, dude. It's really good stuff. So phone calls, wireless gaming, office use, design, comfort, controls, breathability, portability. I mean, dude, it goes on and on and on and on. They do a really, really, really extensive job of reviewing things on this website. And your ability to compare different products side by side is fantastic, dude. It's really, really good. Again, I think that, what you need to understand is it's going to be monitors, mice, keyboards, laptops, printers, headphones, speakers, cameras, television, sound bars, vacuums, and blenders. That's about what you're going to get on here. But if you are looking at products in any of those categories, this is a fantastic place to come do some reviewing and find out where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, okay? Yeah, it really is. It's a great site. What were you talking about? Camel? Product history prices on Amazon. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man. Nice. All right, nice. Yeah. I mean, I promote Slick Deals a lot just for finding deals on stuff all the time. So that's slickdeals.net's a good community-driven site that promotes very good deals and stuff like that people find. But just for looking for like reviews, really in-depth, good reviews, and being able to bump those up with some other things that you might be interested in of the same category, this is a fantastic site right here. I recommend people just bookmark this. That way, if you in the future, can't remember the site that I brought up, and you are in the future going to be buying some products or whatever, then you can go pull up that bookmark and you utilize this site. It's a great site, dude. It's really, really good. How to get 5 free Nintendo Switch games starting today. The Nintendo Switch eShop is a massive number of games available. It's easy for some to slip under the radar. This week, publisher No Gravity Games is making it much easier to snag a bunch of their games for free starting today. Any Switch user that owns just one of their games can claim a free game each day. Promotion is nearly identical to a Christmas promotion that the publisher held last December. I remember this. The focus of the May Madness giveaway will center on horror games. The first of these is Pandemic Shooter, which is available today and will go away. It was available yesterday and went away today, or will go away today when the next game is revealed. As with the previous giveaway, there is a catch. Users must claim each day's free game to remain eligible for the next one. If players snag Pandemic Shooter today or yesterday, they'll be all set for today and tomorrow's next game. But if they miss May 23rd's mystery game, they won't be able to grab the freebie on May 24th. Thankfully, each release will get a discount the following day. Players can purchase the game to keep the streak going. It's a really weird kind of thing. I heard they did this last year too. Here's what it is, though. We'll watch it real quick. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you already owned one of their games, then it would be easy to just grab these each day, but if you miss out on one, then it's like, okay, well, whatever, it's over. It's like, unless that's what it is, like, they're like, oh, it's trying to prompt people into buying one they missed so they can get the rest of them for free or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a ploy. So there you go. If you're interested. Epic Games Mega Sale, best deals roundup. We'll pull up Epic Games in a moment. We'll take a look at this, but Epic Game Store is currently hosting the Mega Sale 2023, which includes steep discounts on a range of PC games, including recent releases like Saints Row, Goat Simulator 3, FIFA 23, Hitman World of Assassins, Chia, Wild Hearts, which I highly recommend not playing on PC because it's a hot piece of crap. Saints Row was pretty bad too, so probably stay away from that. I mean, look, you do you, but this is what I know of these games, and if you can get them, if you're really, really interested in playing these games, you know, spend the least amount of money you can, or try to play them on a subscription service. Saints Row and Wild Hearts, those are the ones I'm talking about. Spider-Man Remastered, Marvel's Midnight Suns, and a bunch of other titles. On top of each discount, you'll also get 25% off voucher when you log into the Epic Games account, with each subsequent purchase giving you another voucher. And you can essentially get an extra 25% off every game on sale, as long as it's above the $14.99 Australian mark there, Mithril. Mithril's our Aussie friendo. I mean, all Aussies are our friendos, but Mithril's our resident Aussie friendo. I don't know that we have any other that I know of friends, that community members that are in Australia. Maybe they just don't want me to know that because they know that I'll come try to live with them. Plenty of similar offerings currently available on the Epic Game Store, so if you're looking for your next adventure, the Mega Sale is worth a browse. Alan Wake Remastered these are Australian prices, by the way, Australian dollar. So, you know, convert these to your region of the world, your currency. Alan Wake, $12.38. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, $16. Blank, $15. Chef Life, $26. Clash, $28. Dead Space, $53. Deliver Us to Mars, $21. Demio, $31. FIFA 23, $22. Goat Simulator 3, $20. Gotham Knights. Also another game I highly recommend just staying away from unless you can play it for free. Grand Theft Auto 5, $17 or $18. Hitman World of Assassination, $40. Hi-Fi Rush, highly recommend. Game of the year for me right now, $30. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, $20. Lego games are always a good time, dude. Marvel Midnight Suns. XCOM. This is a Fire Axis game as well. So very XCOM, but Marvel superheroes with a card game mechanic in it as well. It's supposed to be pretty good. Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, Rain World, Ravenlock, which looks cool, but apparently is not great. Return to Monkey Island. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Saints Row, also very subpar. Season: A Letter to the Future, Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened, SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake, also not supposed to be very good. Returnal, Chia, The Case of the Golden Isle, and Wild Hearts. Stay away from that one as well, I would say. I think Wild Hearts might be okay on other platforms, but PC, it's not good. All right, let's pull this up real quick. Also, don't forget, get Death Stranding for free. Okay, for free. You got 2 days left, roughly 2 days left until you won't be able to get Death Stranding for free anymore on Epic Games, and we'll get a new game that comes to us. Okay, but you can see, yeah, I was really hopeful about this game too. Ravenlock looked really cool, and reviews right now are not fantastic for this, unfortunately. Look at Lego 2K Drive, dude. This game could be dope. The Mega Sale, guys, the Mega Sale. So this is Epic Games platform, right? This is their desktop app, and you can see all kinds of the games, man. And as long as you're logged in, you should get your 25% off. So anything you're going to buy, you should get 25% off whatever you're buying as well. So might be a time to go look for some of the games that you're interested in. You see a lot of the games that we already talked about. Yo, if you have not played God of War, cannot recommend enough. 2018's God of War. This game ported over the day it released on PC. I played it, And in the day and age where PC ports are traditionally not very good anymore, this one blew me out of the water day one. So this game was so flipping good. I can't recommend this enough. 2018's God of War. God dang, that's a good game, dude. If you like, you know, very, it's a beautiful game. It's third person ARPG. It's got a real nice progression system in it for skills, and you can kind of build the Kratos up the way you want to play him, and it's got a fantastic story and narrative, great characters. It's a great game. And if you like difficult games, give me God of War difficulty. Will not disappoint you. It's good. Lots of games though. Lots of games. Cool. I'll link this just in case you need it. Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game could release early 2024, says report. That'll I would say grain of salt that. A new report from Kotaku has stated that Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game, codenamed Project Helix, could release in early 2024. Report says that the game is currently scheduled to release this fiscal year. Wick, what's this fiscal year? Wick, what's this fiscal year? Wick. I know you're not making smoothies, dude. Come on, what's this fiscal year, dude? For gaming. The gaming industry's fiscal year. What is it, dude? Wick. I've been trying to teach Wick this for quite a while. It's become like a running joke for us. So April 2023. So fiscal year for the gaming industry runs like April 1st of one year through March 31st of the next year, right? So this fiscal year is obviously April 1st, right, of this year, which will run through March 31st of next year. Ubisoft mentioned in its latest earnings call that their open world Star Wars game is supposed to release within this fiscal year. Look, I would heavily grain of salt that, especially because it's Ubisoft. According to the report, though, Kotaku sources believe the current fiscal year's target is probably too ambitious, dude. And the title will likely slip into next year, April 2024 through March of 2025. If true, it means we could expect to see some form of announcement at this year's Ubisoft Forward event. Insider Gaming reached out to its sources who were able to independently verify the title is indeed named Project Helix, but unable to verify the game's expected release date. Yeah. Speaking with sources, it's understood the publisher is aiming to be a lot more conservative with its announcements moving forward to improve its public perception. Constant delays to the likes of Skull and Bones have meant that the publisher wants to now announce its titles when their project's projected release dates can be met confidently. It was said, look, dude, I've been talking about this for a while. On the flip side of where we used to see a big issue with developers not being willing to delay or comfortable with delaying their games, right? We've seen another issue come into effect of too many delays. So it's like the publishing and marketing side of the project in game development gets ahead of the game actually being finished and keeps trying to push out dates too early. So then you get into a situation like Skull and Bones is in, where the game's been delayed publicly like 6 to 7 times now. And look, I mean, you can't get around the fact that if a game has been publicly delayed that many times, it looks very, very bad. It looks like something's wrong. Especially when they've done things like have their own hour-and-a-half to 2-hour long showcase for the game, and it still got delayed a number of times after that. So it's smart on the part of Ubi to be conservative. I think more developers need to be conservative on this part of projects because it's become too big of an issue. And look, delays are warranted. Delays are needed. There's a lot of unforeseen things that can happen, especially on big projects, man. I mean, anybody that's been part of a giant project before, even a medium-sized project in whatever industry you may work in, I'm sure you've seen where unforeseen things can happen that can cause delays. That's where it's good to have really good project scheduling and planning and goals set, but to remain very agile in that as well, and to have really good communication throughout the different departments and things that play into that project development. We've seen time and time again where the publishing and marketing side of things gets ahead of the ball game here from the developer or the development side of it. And so dates get pushed out and they get delayed, and dates get pushed out and they get delayed. And ultimately, us as the consumer would always rather see a delay, right? For sure. Rather than a game get pushed out that's not ready. Jedi Survivor, But at the same time, anytime, personally, I'll tell you that about 8 to 9 times out of 10, whenever I start seeing a game be delayed about 2, 3, more than 2 times, you know what I mean? From what the public dates have been released, we see multiple delays, and especially maybe some other identifiers and red flags have gone up that show that there might be some things wrong. Usually the game doesn't release very well in some form or fashion. So I think it makes sense for a lot of these developers, and kudos to Ubi, because they have not done well over the past few years to, maybe not be throwing out these dates too soon. If you need more out of that, I'll link it for you. And let's be fair, I mean, there haven't been, of all the Star Wars games that have ever been made, there haven't been a ton of great ones. There have been a few great ones. And Ubi needs another good game. I think Star Wars fans could use another good game, especially after this Jedi Survivor debacle. Who knows? Maybe we'll finally get the Coda remake around that time too. Who knows? Sentinel is a new FPS game from ex Call of Duty and Halo devs. Well, look, man. I don't personally see anything wrong with that. Like the original. I said this here recently. I think anybody that has never played the original Knights of the Old Republic needs to do themselves a favor. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, that game is amazing. That game was years ahead of itself. It looks old now, it is old. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Just chatting with my son. Yeah. I mean, that's the Knights of the Old Republic. The first Knights of the Old Republic 2 is good too. I mean, it wasn't Knights of the Old Republic 1. But I think at the very least, anybody should go back and play the first one. I'd say if you liked the first one, you should play the second one. I don't think you're going to be as blown away by the second one as you were the first one, but they're both good. The first one is just, I mean, the first one's actually by a lot of people considered the GOAT of Star Wars franchise, you know, as far as games go. And even though it's old, that game was so incredible. With what it did back then, it was really an industry-changing kind of game. It was really ahead of its time with the way it allowed you to move through. There was a lot of. It was very story-driven, right? Like choices matter, and the RPG aspects of it were insane, with allowing you to really customize your character and decide whether you know your choices really play into you know, are you going to be you know, light or dark in the game, and what companions you'll end up, you know, having in the game. So it was oh, did they really? Yeah, I mean, it was started being remade as well, and basically everybody that was at the head of the remake got fired. It was pretty brutal. So it's like indefinitely delayed right now. So we'll see what happens. That's one of those games, though. Again, that like if you're going to remake that game, it's got to be done right. And apparently, what they saw at the table for the presentation of what was being done for the game so far was not liked. So who was it that was doing that? I can't remember. I think it's that. So Aspire, that's who it was. Aspire. I don't know why I can't ever remember that, but yeah, it was pretty brutal. Yeah. Yeah, so I've talked about this before, but apparently, you know, they showed a demo of the development of the game was shown to Lucasfilm and Sony in like July of last year, and they literally just like fired everybody at the top of it. They just wiped them out and were like, no. And they just put it on like indefinite delay. It was pretty brutal. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, the original coder was so good, dude. Sentinel is a new FPS game from ex-Call of Duty and Halo devs. Sentinel is being described as a definitive social sandbox shooter. Pathless Productions has unveiled the first look at its brand new first-person shooter Sentinel from the former Halo Call of Duty developers. Sentinel reveal trailer showcases a futuristic social FPS featuring cooperative play, being described by the developer as the definitive social sandbox shooter. Demo footage shows off the first-person gameplay in action, with player taking on what appears to be alien enemies set on a jungle-like planet. Quote, become a space Viking and save humanity. A space Viking. I want to be a space Viking. Is one of the main selling points, giving fans the idea of what to expect from the FPS. Sentinel demo. Let's take a look. I didn't know they released coder on Android, dude. That's wild. We might need to go back and play it on stream, dude. I have it. I have it on Steam. I've got a bunch of Star Wars games I've never played, too.
Priority 1, secure the high-value equipment from the wreckage for extraction. And Priority 2, save the remaining Marines.
That looks like a Halo ride. No doubt.
Look back. Your ride should have crashed right in front of you.
You know I wouldn't too.
Valkyrie 4 is down. Repeat, Valkyrie 4 is down.
I mean, I guess what we could do is do like we could play that game and then do like poll choices for every single choice. That way it's not just me making the choices. You know, I like doing that. That's fine. I mean, whenever I play like choices matter games, I like to include the community in as much of it as possible. You know, I like playing games for me, but I like playing games for the community too. So we, you know, the character can end up being who. It's like a combination of all of us. You know. Yo, let me point something out. Yeah, okay. Watch all the body pop, dude. This is such a weird thing for me in games. Oh, the body pop, man. This is what I'm talking about. People refer to it as different things. I always call it body pop. So hard for you to play Dark Parrot? I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you. So you'll see in like when you kill enemies in certain games, they'll do this like boop, where they just kind of go whoa, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? And it's real generic looking. So this is the demo trailer. I get it, but you would rather see like, I mean, dude, you're fighting these alien beasts or whatever, dude. Have them like kill over in some kind of gnarly way, or like, you know, have like a extremity pop off or explode, or a head explode or something if you headshot kill. Or but watch all of them die the same way. Watch this. Body pop, boom. Body pop, boom. Body pop, boom. You see it? Boop, boop. This is just like, I don't know. It's not good for immersion for me. The game looks good. It looks good. And I'm sure they're not done working on it or anything. It's being created by former Halo and Call of Duty developers. Clear from the trailer, the game will feature inspiration for both franchises. Footage shown in the trailer is about 4 months of development. The game won't be an open world game. Sentinel is also a self-funded personal project at the moment. Okay. All right. Is it on, can we find it on here yet? You got 2 different games on here with the same name, dude. What? Neither one of those were it either. Okay. All right. Well, here you go. All right, dude. Ed Boon explains why Mortal Kombat 1 has a confusing name. Mortal Kombat 1 is the beginning of a universe, says Ed Boon. Okay, dude. But Ed, let's have a conversation here, Ed. CCO Ed Boon has given an explanation as to why the next installment in Mortal Kombat series is called Mortal Kombat 1. As reported by PC Games In, Boon explained in a community chat following the game's reveal that Mortal Kombat 1 is the beginning of a universe and it's not a continuation of Mortal Kombat 11 story, so the characters have completely different roles in this new timeline, and we really wanted to punctuate that with our title of confusing people with the fact that you're trying to make a remake of Mortal Kombat 1. So this is Mortal Kombat 1. It's a brand new beginning. You're going to be seeing these characters reintroduced into their roles with new relationships with each other, and that's the main catalyst for calling it Mortal Kombat 1. Look, dude. No. So it's literally like, from what I understand, here, random time. It's like this whole multiverses. It's like what all these universes are doing now. Multiverse, time travel, going back and trying to set things right kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what's going on here. I might not be totally on par there, but I think that's kind of what's happening. But I think that, so what are they going to do though? Like, so the next Mortal Kombat game that comes out is going to be Mortal Kombat 2 and then Mortal Kombat 3. Like, what are you doing, dude? I mean, are they not thinking about the future of this? You know? I feel like what the better play would have been. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, really what this is Mortal Kombat 12, I think. It's not like, it's not a continuation of Mortal Kombat 11 stories. The characters have completely different roles. Okay, but it's still the next iteration in your, so okay, whatever. Even if you didn't want to call it Mortal Kombat 12, call it like Mortal Kombat Restarter or I don't know, dude. But there's already been Mortal Kombat 1. So how are you calling this Mortal Kombat 1 again? Or maybe that's what they should have called it. Mortal Kombat 1, 2? That would have been actually pretty funny. This is what they should have called it. This is what they should have called it. Look. This is what they should have called it, dude. That's what they should have called this game. So then it would have kind of been like 12, but not. You know what I mean? This is where it's at. Pinky, what's up, dude? Battlefield 1 wants to know your location. Battlefield 1 shall not know. That seems bad. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's what I was thinking, Fair. Like, if anything, like, on a serious note, yeah, like Mortal Kombat, Restart. Or, I mean, that's pretty bad. I would need time to come up with something better. But, yeah, like, something like that. Dude, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, a lot of these games have done that, but I find it really stupid. It's like, are they that like hard? Like, it's like their creative side of naming these games is just so terrible. I was talking about that earlier when we pulled up this this article. Is like, whether you want to talk about triangle strategy or Bravely Default, or the fact that they're calling this Mortal Kombat 1 after we've already had Mortal Kombat 1 before. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you guys couldn't come up with something better than that? It's weird. That's weird, man. I don't know. I feel like this even would have been better. I feel like this at least would have been funny because they're like, it's not Mortal Kombat 12, but really, if you put both of these together, it would have been 12, At least that would have been kind of comedy. This is just like, what are you guys doing? I don't know. AEW confirms release date for Fight Forever, dude. Uh, So it looks like, this game's going to be coming out on June 29th for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series XS, PC, and Switch consoles. I'm not going to read all this. What you need to know is that this game is an arcade-style wrestling game. This is not going to be like WWE 2K. This is not that same kind of thing. It's going to be more of an arcade-style wrestling game, which, look, either way I think is good because 2K's WWE games have been pretty terrible, but nobody that enjoys wrestling games has had really anywhere else to go for main platform wrestling games for years now. They just have to buy the 2K games. There's nothing else. And 2K knows that, so they just produce kind of subpar games. They're always buggy, hot, crap release messes, and people just deal with it because there's nothing else. So hopefully with another wrestling game coming into the fold, it will elevate the quality that 2K is trying to release their games at. And if they don't, hopefully AEW does better than 2K does. Competition's good. That's why we need competition. And so, that's kind of what I expected too, Fair. It was something more like what you were suggesting, but, I don't know. I didn't expect Mortal Kombat 1 at all. It just seems weird. Oh, nice, dude. That sounds fun. It's like electroshock therapy, Pinky. How you doing, buddy? So, hopefully this does well. Hopefully they did a pretty good job with it, and it's going to bring in some competition that will make 2K elevate their quality of their WWE games as well. I'll link it for you guys just in case you need it. At work, or dude. Sorry, man. Last article I have for the day, and then we'll try to dive into a little bit of V-Rising for a little while anyways. I'm not going to probably do a full day of stream. I'm still sick, man. And I'm going to be trying to stream all flipping day tomorrow because of the anniversary. So we'll do a little bit of V-Rising. We'll get a taste of it today. And I've got some errands I need to run to get some stuff ready for tomorrow. And I'm going to try to rest some more, dude. So take off tomorrow? Yeah, dude. I'm gonna play. I mean, I'll bring it up in after I finish this article. But I've got a schedule up. We're just playing community games all day. I've got a schedule I built up yesterday. Did you see it yesterday, Ferret? I don't know if you saw it. I'll show you in just a second. We're playing Grounded tomorrow too, dude. But it's gonna be a weird situation. Bruh. No, look, okay, so Miss Bat and I'll tell you in a second. Oh yeah, you're in lurk mode. Yeah, okay, Ferret. Sorry, dude. Yo, Pinky, hold on, dude. Hold on. Don't get twisted. Don't get it twisted, dude. We're not gonna play on our game, okay? We're not gonna play on our game. Just hold on. I'll tell you. Let me finish this and we'll talk about it. All right. Hitman game looks absolutely unreal. World War II Hitman game. Becoming increasingly clear, UE5 is the future of gaming, providing graphical fidelity that we've never seen before. Aside from upcoming titles like the next Witcher and Tomb Raider games, which will reportedly use that engine in their development, individual developers have made their own creations, such as World War II Hitman game, look incredible. Death to Spies, created by Haggard Games, is a WW2 stealth game that, heavily inspired by the Hitman series, takes the player through a series of levels with the objective of eliminating targets remaining undetected for as long as possible. Game Devd shared a video on Reddit showcasing an Unreal Engine 5 demo of the game, featuring impressive and clean visuals as well as gameplay mechanics similar to the recent Hitman games, such as throwable items and close quarters combat. Went down well with commenters who found similarities to a variety of other classic World War II themed video games and series. Dude, no, not now. It didn't even show us, dude. Did they not get the hyperlink in there or what? Feels bad. Yo, show me this video. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's watch this. Yo, Miss Bat, what's ever? What's up, dude? I'm sorry. What's up, Miss Bat? Yeah, lurking. Yeah, okay. What's up? Let's see what this is. I'm still just so out of it, dude. I will. I will. Yeah, this game does look like it has a lot of new stuff in it. It's UE5, so it's bound to look and have some pretty new stuff. Pinky?
Unacceptable!
I've sleep on less. Yeah, that's cool, dude. Bro, I've. Yo, that's bro. God dang, dude, that was sick. That bottle throw was dope, dude. Yeah, I had about the same ferret. Yeah, I had about 4 to 5 hours last night. I couldn't sleep. My stomach was just jacked, dude. Bro, love that recoil though. That's for reals. Okay. Cool, man. Cool. That looks alright. That looks alright. Yeah. I hear you, dude. Well, I mean, oh, God. I hear you. I haven't been getting too much sleep. I can't hardly eat. It's so I'm not gonna stream super long today. I'm gonna get a little bit of gaming in today finally, but I'm gonna probably only go until about lunchtime. And then I'm gonna take off and try to get a nap in, and I've got some errands to run for anticipation tomorrow. But tomorrow I will go long, so I'm gonna stream from. I'll probably stream like it won't be a 24-hour stream. I just won't be able to do it because of being sick and because it's just not going to be good for the family and everything. But, you know, with where the streaming setup is now, it's just not real cohesive to the, you know, I would end up keeping family up at night and stuff too. So, throw my phone and shit back, send some food. No, I can't. I just can't eat, dude. I can't eat hardly. And you guys know that's not me, dude. Like my son actually just came in a little bit ago and was like asking me if I want. And dude, I've been like this for like 3 to 4 days now. He was asking me if I wanted breakfast, and I was really trying hard to make it sound good, dude. And I can't even eat. I can't even eat breakfast, man. I can't even eat like eggs and toast or anything. It's about the best I can do is like I'm getting like a meal a day in, and it's like soup. That's about it. It's pretty brutal. It's not fun. Lack of human food, probably right, dude. Probably right. So let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I knew what you meant, dude. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, man. So this is what we came up with yesterday, just for like a real brief kind of schedule. You know, this could change up a little bit, but obviously. Oh yeah, Ferret, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah. I might have to hit you up, man. I really figured I'd be over this by now. I don't know what happened, man. But it's a nasty one. So video gaming news, obviously in the morning. We're gonna do some more V Rising, then we'll do some Fall Guys, then Garfield Kart, then we're gonna have lunch. All right. Then we'll do Rocket League, then golf with friends. Then we got the PlayStation Showcase happening at about 3. Oh, that's okay. What I would like to do is just get like, I don't know, 4 to 6 of us in and just play around and have some fun. I'm not trying to like go hard. I'm not trying to get sweaty with it. Or if there's only like a few of us or whatever, we can just go in there and play around some casual matches and just, you know, go in there and team up and play against some other people or whatever. I don't care. Yeah, Mithril, I think, is the one that asked for it not too long ago. Mithril was like, dude, let's play some Rocket League, you know? And I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's cool. We can do some Rocket League. Yeah. Oh, you've never played it? Well, then get it installed, man. So this is the schedule. This is what we're going to do here. The games that we're going to play, V-Rising, Fall Guys, Garfield Kart. Now there's two different versions of Garfield Kart, actually, if you guys are interested. Let's see here. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. This is the one. Yeah. This is the one. Garfield Kart's fun. Yeah, it's chill. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Yeah. We played this for a little bit. We've played this for wait, what? Bro, what the crap was that? Not support store page, man. What the crap? So yeah, I mean if you're interested or whatever, but this is what the game is. Yeah. It's pretty cool. We've played this a bit in the community together. So it's like 15, dude. It's like 15. It's one of those games that like it goes on sale from time to time for pretty cheap. So unfortunately it's not on sale right now. But what I did was like it went on sale at one point last year, and I think I just grabbed it and a couple of other copies for some of like the mods and long-time subs in the community and stuff, and we just played around with it a little bit and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. If you guys ever see it on sale, then just grab it. You know what I mean? We can play around with it or whatever. And like I said, this schedule it could change up. So if I'm like, yo, let's play some Garfield Kart, but there's like not anybody around that has it at that time or whatever, then we can just play it later or you know, just keep playing Fall Guys or go to Rocket League or whatever. But, you know, obviously Fall Guys is free. Rocket League is free. Golf with Friends is still on sale, I think, if you guys are interested. Golf with your friends. If you don't have that, Oh, dude, it's not on sale anymore. It's now 15 again too. So it was just $4 or $5, but it's not on sale anymore either. So we'll play a few rounds of that if anybody has it. We'll watch the PlayStation Showcase at 3 p.m. my time, and that'll last about an hour, maybe a little longer. It's supposed to. Then we'll play some Grounded. Now, the Grounded that we're going to be playing is going to be with Wick and Miss Bat, and anybody else can join in that wants to. So basically what I'm going to do, Pinky, is I'm going to take the world that I already started, and I'm going to create another like version off of it just for like me and Miss Bat and Wick to play on, and I'll share it with them so they can have that one, and we'll still have our own as well, right, from where I've already been playing. So it'll just be something because Miss Bat's never played, or I'll start a whole new one for me and Wick and Miss Bat. I don't think Wick's ever played either, so I'll just start a whole new one for us, and that way we'll just play a little bit of some. That'll be like the last game I'll probably play tomorrow night. And it'll just be something for me and Miss Bat and Wick. And if anybody else wants to dive in that hasn't played, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, like I already started that other one, and they haven't played at all, so I just figured I would start a whole new one, and we'll figure it out. It's whatever. It's whatever. But if anybody else wants to jump in on Grounded, there's still another spot. It was just Miss Bat and Wick were like, yo, if we're going to play Grounded on the anniversary, can you play it later so we can jump in and play because we've never played before, And I was like, yeah, for sure. Because, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday Grounded moving forward is going to be myself, Mithril, Ferret, and Pinky. That's dedicated. We've already slotted that out, right? So that's going to be the norm. And I figured if I could go ahead and get some game time in with a few other people on the anniversary, because that's not the normal Grounded schedule, just play around with some other people that day, then that would be fun. So that's why I'm doing it like that. Yeah, so far, I'm loving Grounded so far. I just flipping got sick, So, I was really looking forward to playing more of it over this past weekend. I wasn't able to get it done, unfortunately. And then we'll do like a bit of a clip recap to end the night on. So I've got like probably creeping up on about 150 clips and stuff that we've accumulated just over gameplay over the past year that we'll just like hang out and watch one after the other and have some fun watching a bit of a recap of things that have happened. There were some other things I was going to try to have done. I did get some things done. That's the schedule anyways. So I've gotten some things done. Let's get some music going. How about it? Let's get that BPM popping off here. I was planning on having more done, but being sick really, really put a bit of a kink in my plans, man. So I haven't been able to get near as much done as I wanted to. So I do apologize for that. But I've gotten a few things done, and we'll have some fun with it while we do tomorrow, and I'll keep working on getting some of the things done that I was planning on getting done for the anniversary stream. I'll keep getting that stuff completed after the fact. I'll let you guys know tomorrow what it was going to be, and whenever I get it finished, we'll have some fun with it afterwards and everything. But it's just unfortunate I got sick at that point, But I've gotten a few things done. So it'll be a good time. I don't know, man. Good news segment. We'll do some V Rising. For the day. So I'll probably only go for a few more hours. That way I can try to rest up a little bit. I'm still sick, man, and I got to try to get over this, especially if I'm going to be going all day tomorrow. So We'll do that, and we'll get a little bit of V-Rising for first day of trying that out today, and we'll have some fun. So thanks for the awesome news segment. As always, guys, appreciate it. We'll, I don't know, start working towards gaming, but if anybody is checking out this video gaming news segment or any of the other ones we've done previously, or any of the clips from these news segments, or clips from gameplay, funny stuff that's happened here in the community, or playthroughs that we've done, anything like that, and you're enjoying it, then come hang out with us, man. We go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day, and we always have a good time hanging out and enjoying the world of video games, and we'd like to have more people come be a part of what we do, man. So I guess other than that, you guys just stay safe, be kind, and we'll do 2-year anniversary stream video gaming news for May 24th tomorrow. Cool.